Huh? No, I'm mainly here to give out ideas really and give you input. Whether you take that input or not is entirely up to you. This is your game, this is how you do it, this is how you're coding it. But whether you take whether or not you want to compare yourself to others is another situation. So so you currently are building up a game right now. You've got a demo out, but you haven't got a game out yet. You've got ideas, but yet you haven't projected those ideas entirely yet because you're still building up content by manually coding. At the moment, the fear is the fear you are having is you probably end up like what nostalgia is, which is well completely dead, no content, nothing will happen. The only thing is that that's because the main guy himself is not putting any effort, unlike what you're doing now. You are putting effort. There's a difference in that. What you need to understand is you need to get ideas from others, see what is positive, see what is negatives, turn them negatives into positive. If you can't do that, then try to find another way to make do. There's always many options, many ideas, many ways of making a game into a good game. As long as you find as long as you're able to take advantage of all the positives you could. It's not going to be an easy path. It will never be an easy path, but as long as you work through it and you're able to do it, and you're happy about the results you are, take any feedback and take them seriously, because at the end of the day, those feedbacks will help you improve. That's the whole idea of the community, and on top of that, it allows you to stay alive as long as you get funded and all that in one way or another. You have to get yourself funded because you need to be able to maintain yourself somehow, as well as the servers and what you need to do. Yes, it's difficult. It's going to be scary, but at the end of the day, there's nothing to be afraid of until when it happens, and you'll find a solution for it. If you find a solution for it, there's no reason to be afraid of it. So pick and choose what you want on your game. At the end of the day, you should pick up on the ideas. It does help a lot. Even if you're gonna think, oh, if this, if that, but don't think about the ifs, because until it happens, then the if won't ever happen, won't ever be there until it happens. So yes, I'll be honest, yes, there will be games, even that made to an extent where you've done everything and there's fuck all to do, but it's up to the person themselves to motivate themselves to do one or the other. You can't make it for them to make. It's like how do I say it? The content is there, but the person have to make make all the content, in other words. So Sea of Thieves, for example, giant sandbox game, pirates, treasure chests, objectives. Doesn't have more content, but the persons themselves who plays it, they make do with the content, and they do something about it. So Minecraft, giant sandbox, have all these stuff going on, crafting, no real goal. People make do with a bunch of contents, what content is inside it, regardless to whether they finish everything, they make do and they come back to it because they enjoyed it. So all that matters is as long as people are enjoying it, they like the content and they like doing the stuff they're doing, it shouldn't matter as much until there's a problem. If there's if this, if that, don't think of the ifs, because it's not there yet. Only think of it here and now, what makes people happy, what makes you happy with that, and what do you think that you can improve upon, what do you think you can add on to make it better, or even to make the game last longer, entertain. That's all that matters. The ifs, buts, Don't think about it. Just think about what you could do to make this good. The best thing about developing is the more time you take to develop this sort of thing, the better the outcome. Because at the end of the day, a rush game, you know how they turned out. Early access, you know how they turned out.
Totally.